change.org, and I guess he's representing himself with our information too, from what I understand.
Yeah,
But
I have everything. I'm gonna send it to you.
no, we're a grace ministry. I run my father's ministry. Like, my father's the sweetest man you could ever meet. um, and yes, Dad, don't worry. So, and he's actually right over here, and he's actually very, very sick right now too. Um, and we can't
Oh,
believe Ryan's doing this at this time. But what Ryan did is Ryan dated my father's wife. My father was remarried, and Ryan took his wife and slept with her and had sex with her. And then he had my father kicked out of his own house. And then from there,
well,
Ryan
Ryan lied because Ryan said all that property was his mother's. Well, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let you
Yeah,
explain.
let her explain it.
No, my parents got divorced years ago, and my dad kept the house, and my mother got like a couple of $100,000. They split it off. That's probably too much information. I apologize. But my father had the house, and if he's referring to this woman that he took from my father, no, she was a really bad drug addict, and she was actually poisoning my father, and we had to get rid of her. We had to pay her off to go to another state, Florida, where there was a warrant out for her arrest because she had 3 children there that she left and wasn't paying her child support. So we were able to work out a deal to get rid of her that way. But Ryan's a liar.
Oh wow, he has it out like his daddy was a real bad cult leader. Man, you
Can I
have to
ask you a
let some of
question?
these people.
No,
Can I ask you a question?
sure.
Yeah, and you're his sister, right?
Yes.
Okay, great.
And I
Okay.
have my other brothers here too, and my father's here, and
Oh wow.
my son is here, the one who he put the knife to his neck.
Firstly, can I extend, you know what I'm saying, my apologies on behalf of the Make It Make Sense Network for whatever that happened to your son, as well as of on how that your father was disrespected and misrepresented as well. I wanted
Thank
to
you.
ask, yes, no problem. Like I said, we all here, you know what I'm saying, we sending you positive energy. I just wanted to know, like, because I noticed that when Ryan, like, it's videos, you know what I'm saying, that we will, forward over to you, but it's videos where he's like acting like your father. And in these videos, he's using the Grace Bible, he's using that as well. And I was
He
just,
should
He's
he should
not a
have been
part of
he
he's
should have
not a
been a
part of that
he should have been a
ministry.
politician. He's like insane. He's insane, completely insane.
He's been in
oh
jail
wow,
And
twice.
he's been in jail plenty. He's got a really bad record.
Can we just have the videos? And
oh
then
good.
we
I want,
yeah.
yeah, I wanted to ask if I could, with all of the stuff that, of course, with him, portraying to be, your father or whatever, um, the stuff that he was saying about being in the, having mob ties and all this stuff. So, like, does he have like a history of like acting out, like imagining stuff or, playing out little?
Yes,
He's been
he's
out.
bipolar. Yes, he's bipolar. He was diagnosed bipolar in prison. I mean, he should be in prison, in my opinion.
He got kicked out of all three.
Do you
He
know
he
do you know he got in the car and actually portrayed as if that he was going for a meeting that he was having with the Federal Bureau of
Oh
Investigation
my goodness.
while on a live stream while on Bigo in the car.
Yeah, I need all this information
Oh,
because
okay.
I need to bring it to an attorney and get this kid dealt with.
Okay, because and the thing that I was going to ask you about was so the family was unaware that he was portraying to be your father as well as being a part of the Grace Bible Ministries, if I'm saying it correct, because that's what he says in the video.
He's done this before. He's done this before. This is not the first time Ryan has done this. He's done worse to our family before. Like what my mom was telling you about with what he did to my grandfather and his ex-wife. He he's very manipulative, and I'm the son. I'm the one. I got a restraining order against him because of what he did when I was younger. I'm an 18-year-old man now, and I'm
He
I
still he still fears Ryan. He fears what
I
Ryan will do because we don't know,
I'm
if he's
genuinely
gonna.
afraid of Ryan because of the things he's done in the past, and I'm very worried to hear that there's a woman with him right now. That's scary, And I didn't know he would even be able to go to such a length of what he might be doing right now.
Well, it's not just one; it's a couple of them now. You just had one over there. What was she
Is he
at?
in Rhode Island still? Is Ryan in Rhode Island still?
We have no idea. This man, when he comes on, he has a red candle burning, and he's always in the dark.
Oh my
But he was in New
You
God.
are
York. He was in
almost.
New York the other day at a hotel. He was in New York the other day at a hotel with a girl from
I
this
have
Vigo.
I can get him in trouble. I can get to him now that I know that he's doing this. And I'm just gonna have to give all you guys my information and keep in touch with you. I'm gonna need to speak to my mother because he's on speaking terms with my mother, and I gotta see if she knows what's going on because he has a daughter, and last I heard he has custody of his daughter, and she's
Well,
13
you
years
know what
old.
he did? He sent a picture with this girl's arm cut all up, and said that she tried to kill herself. It's just you. We got so much to get to forward to you. It's just really bad.
He really should
Supposedly,
not
You
your
have.
know,
mother knows
I just
about what
remember
he's
that he had
doing.
his daughter because
hold on.
I'm getting really nervous and I'm gonna. Can I call my mother?
Yeah,
Sure,
supposedly
you
she
can
knows
get her on
about
the
what.
line.
Supposedly she's
Hold on,
not.
Happy
No, I
Mom.
Well,
have
you can
another
get
phone.
her.
I don't have to end this. I don't have to end this.
No, you need. She need to hear this.
Yeah,
Yes.
I need
Ho-
to hear this, and I need to.
Okay.
I don't know if I should call my mother right now because like
Okay. How
my
you doing,
mother will
ma'am?
get my mother will give him a heads up that we're talking, so I can't even call her.
What's her name?
And how you doing? I'm sorry. I'm Ty speaking.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and from our understanding, your mom or you and Ryan have the same mom, correct?
Yes, we do.
Okay. So, from one of the ladies who had a bad experience with Ryan,
Hmm.
she has also stated that she had spoke with Ryan's mom,
Probably
and Ryan's
covered.
mom was stated that she was writing a book about your father,
Oh my God.
about being a cult leader or something
Yeah,
like that.
she probably is. She's a very bitter woman, and
Okay.
and and I hope she doesn't. I hope she doesn't condone Ryan, doing what he's doing right now.
Right. So yeah, because we wasn't sure, how true that was, but
Well,
Ryan, you're
there's
not
no,
because
coming
there's
on
Ryan
this
just
channel.
absolutely,
Hold
there's
on, y'all.
absolutely no truth to any cult. There's no truth to any cult with us at all. You guys have to understand that's not even what this is about. Right now, this is about our lives. I'm concerned that Ryan is actually, um, it, harming someone. You know.
And my father's here in worldwide ministry.
yeah. Here is pardon me. I had just found a video for you. I want you to hear some of the audio of him,
Yep.
portraying to be a part, of that ministry.
Ann Simpson, and we want to keep her in prayer this morning. Also, Michelle Pacheco, she wasn't feeling too well at all. Knowing her, sometimes she comes in at the last second with her job and stuff. It's tough to make it here, coming all the way from Bristol. And I just want to let everybody know in this church, we do not pass around the offering bucket. There is a gray bucket on that red table in the back. I firmly am a believer that if I don't believe in anything that goes in that bucket goes towards one thing, the maintaining of keeping this building. I don't take any personal money because when Jesus Christ came to earth, did he get paid a check or did he pay the check? That's what I want to know. That's an interesting point. Jesus came to.
There's a lot, so it'll all be sent to you. Okay.
And I'm gonna send Nikki a video of my dad and I, because my dad and I actually we run the worldwide ministry that Ryan's representing. So I'm gonna send her
Claiming to represent,
a link.
not
Yeah,
representing.
claiming to represent, of course. But I'm gonna send you, Nikki, right now a link of what we
Okay.
actually do.
Okay.
And what kind of ministry we are, and you can see how many views we have, and you can see that basically we have a worldwide ministry,
Yes.
and pretty much the same people gather together around
Oh
the same
yeah,
time.
I
They get into
see.
we
Okay.
get into the YouTube. They get into the YouTube chat room, and they just say hello. It's kind of like fellowship, and then I open up the
I
service.
see.
I as a woman open up the service, and
Okay.
I kind of speak about what my dad's going to speak about, because my dad's getting older, where sometimes he mixes things up here or there. So it's just helpful that
Well,
I do
Ryan
that.
said that his father has cancer and he's like awaiting because it's a big insurance policy or something.
No, there's no insurance policy, and if there was, Ryan would not see one tiny penny of anything. But there's no
Oh, wow.
there's nobody would insure it. No one would give my father insurance.
Okay,
I
and
cannot
can I
believe
ask
this
this?
man.
I'm sorry, and the lady, well, the mom has supposedly had signed the gag order. Is that true?
No, nope, no such thing. She's a liar. I don't. My son's right here. Do we speak to my mother? Do we have problems with my mother? Tell him about my mother.
My grandmother is very delusional, and she is very. Ryan is very much. I don't want to put it in a weird way, but a mama's boy, and they are very.
They're weird.
She is very protective of him, and she's his youngest son. She she wasn't. She's not a normal woman. She's very delusional. She just has.
I don't speak. I'm not on speaking
We
terms with
can't.
her, and I'm
We
her
can't.
only
She
daughter, and I
causes
have
too
6
many
children,
problems.
and none of my children have a relationship with her. My other brother, he's a single father. She does nothing to help him. His kids don't have a relationship with her. He doesn't have a relationship with her. My third brother lives over here with my father. He doesn't have a relationship with her. So she's got 4 kids, and 3 of them don't have a relationship with her because of him, because of my brother.
Oh wow. So
So
have
he's
you?
the family psycho. But are you guys concerned that he's hurting harming
Yes.
somebody, people?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
Yeah,
what do
he's
we got?
throwing
We got to
these
do
women
something
in.
about that.
Well, first we have to clear up the misinformation. So, and I'm sorry, Ty, but I have a question for you, Ryan's sister. And like, we don't want to put your name and things out there. That's why I call you Ryan's sister. But he has been saying that your dad is a cult leader. And to me, I've done my research on the Grace Bible Church, and your dad is a pastor. Just like every normal pastor that's out here in Texas that has a small church, a small ministry, I used to go to one.
Yeah.
So, like for me, we have to clear that up. That your dad is not a cult leader, right? He's
I
only.
appreciate that. You don't know how much that means to me.
Yeah, thank you for making that clear to everyone else in the chat.
And another thing is that he's trying to tie deaths to your father's name. He said that 2 people have died within your father's cult. Obviously, it's not a cult, but like, is there any truth to anybody dying within the ministry or anything like that? Because that's what he's saying to 300, 400 people every time that he goes live.
Wow. Well, it sounds like he's really going off the deep end. We've lost people in our ministry, but
What do you mean by dying?
Yeah.
Because we've had people pass away.
Like being
Ray
killed.
Almeida
Like being
died
killed.
of cancer
Like
a
you said,
while
2
ago.
babies were killed like within y'all's little thing. Babies.
Yeah,
Like,
I have no idea what he's talking about there.
The
okay.
closest thing that happened was the suicide behind the church, right? Someone, a sheriff, I believe, who
Yeah,
was
there was
working in Somerset, had just
No,
retired.
no. What Ryan was doing was more or less, giving implications that there was some things within the church that took place that had something to do with
Yeah,
your
he's making up stories.
exactly. And I knew he made up a
He's
lot of
really good
stories.
at making up stories.
I'm gonna find a video I'm gonna mute up, but I'm gonna find a video where he was talking to a known, self-proclaimed cult leader online, up under the group called Carbonation. He told him, out of his own mouth, about his father and y'all father and what took place with y'all father and how bad of a person that he was, and he wanted to take the cult leader down only because he was like y'all father.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's so good at deceiving people. It's sick. He is a master deceiver.
Well, the thing about Ryan too is he's so caught up in this that he probably believes half the things he's saying. He's been doing this for years, and when I say years, I mean he's been doing this since I was a 9-year-old kid. Ever since I got a restraining order against
But what
him.
he also does is every so often, especially around the holidays, he tries to make amends. He tries to like befriend everybody and try to become their brother and stuff. And we would fall for it years ago, but we haven't fallen for it for like the last 4 years. So we really haven't had much contact since since then.
5 years.
Maybe 5 years.
And because
And
Ryan,
my husband will not let him near my house. He will not.
Right.
He's not. My husband. My husband doesn't even trust what I'm doing right now. Like he thinks that Ryan's scamming me right now.
Oh
My
no,
husband
we
thinks
don't
that
play
you
no
like
games with
that's
Ryan, honey. We've been trying to figure out what
like
is
I
his
didn't know if when I was
problem.
gonna download this app, I didn't know if like something was gonna blow up in my face, like
Oh no,
Oh, no,
no,
no, no, no,
no.
no, no,
So
no.
I
So
We
We're
just
you
trying
want
to
you to know
figure
we're
him out.
where
The
we're
same
coming
thing
from.
you doing, we trying to get him some help, get him locked up, cause he is doing a lot.
so
Hmm.
are you saying
Thank
that this
you.
is, pretty much, based off of, the experience that you've had with your brother and how many times he's tricked the family, right?
Yes.
Okay, correct. So I want to ask another question. So, with that being said, we've noticed how he has somewhat of a fixation, with black women. So, does he have a history, with relationships, with black women?
No, he's always liked heavy women, but not. He's never. I've never seen him with a black woman. May-
Interesting, because
Oh well, he got
he
plenty
said
black ones
live.
now, honey.
He said
Maybe,
live.
maybe,
Yeah, he
maybe
said
one of his wives was like, because he's been married several times, guys.
several.
He's been married about eight or nine times that I know of, and
What?
as far as I'm concerned, I heard he got married again, and I heard he's married right now, and he has his daughter, which is very scary because he has a 13-year-old little girl, and my aunt knows where he lives. My aunt knows where he lives. Oh, I have his address.
So, was he ever, known to have been in Florida before?
Uh, and he was in jail in Florida. Yes, my parents went to go pick him up in jail together in Florida. That
Hmm.
was kind of Ryan ended my parents'
Okay.
That was a
marriage.
while ago, though.
Ryan ended my parents' marriage.
I hate that. I hate
Oh
even hearing that.
wow, this
Because
is
he
so
acts as if
crazy.
he's so passionate about helping out, black women who have went through somewhat of failed relationships. Now, we're shocked to find out that he induced a failed relationship and
Yeah,
what took place
wait,
with your
that
father.
Nikki, that stuff that you sent me, that one of those videos is from like 7 years ago.
Okay, I want to send you. I'm finna start sending you videos of him on Beagle doing what
Okay.
he did. Okay.
Oh yeah, there's several. There's several, and I'm looking for the other one now when him and the cult leader was on there and they was talking.
So now, and he's trying to sell spiritual counseling.
As it would appear. Remember
Yeah,
that piece we was talking about, Nick?
he claims to be a counselor, with different fees. He wants you to send him
Okay.
cash apps and different stuff, and then like some of the women, he actually spending money, like getting them over there and locking them in closets. It's a lot. Okay,
Oh,
it's a lot.
Now these women, are they like? Are
he
they?
he's a
Do you
serial
do you know?
rapist.
Do you know any of them?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm about to send you one. Shit, one of me had an altercation with his here. The lady was just here.
are these
Um,
people who are like mentally vulnerable? Is he targeting? Is he
they're
targeting?
young and vulnerable. Yeah, one is
Yeah.
here. You can come up, Lex. Come on up,
Okay,
Lex.
and
This is one. One is here, and then the other ones. I'm gonna send you a video right now
Yeah.
of
Send us the
the
video,
women
please.
that's on the panel that he's doing this shit with, and it's like he on this site big time. He
one
on
thing,
this
one thing,
side.
one thing. While that she does that, I'm gonna play the interaction between him and the known cult leader.
Yeah. What do you feel that you're doing for the black community, for these women, to empower them and not keep them down?
Well, I give them knowledge of self, and I don't allow them to be disrespectful or chaotic in my presence. They're under strict discipline, so there won't be no
Okay,
expression
now
of generational curses around me.
generational curses, but can I ask you a
Ain't no being
question, though,
basically,
lady?
AKA, ain't no being a thought around me.
All right, so the girls that come around you, can I ask you, like, do you know that? I don't know if you notice this, but do you notice not fear in some of their eyes? I'm only asking you, and I don't want to.
Is that what you
I'm asking
read?
you.
Is that what you read? When
You know, I honestly, bro, I've been watching for a while, and you remind me of my dad so much because He had over 30 women. 30.
Let me ask you.
I mean, my dad so much because he had over 30 women. 30.
Let me ask you.
At one given time.
Because I don't want you to confuse me with your dad.
So that's false, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let this a little bit more clear. I want you to hear this.
Let me tell you something. Because at that time, when my father was being accused of that, let me tell you something. You can even go onto our website and you will see. Go to gbible.org and you can look at all the messages that we have up on our website. Thousands and thousands. Someone said they researched it. Okay, you look on there. Okay, and you're gonna see my father teaching. Not Monday, but Sunday. Twice Sunday, 4 times on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. He was teaching like 12 times a week at that time, okay? And he had 4 kids and he was married. So he did not have time to have 30-something women.
Wow.
So, and the evidence is right there. You know what I mean? Like it's on the internet. Like you can see it, you can listen to it all. It's pretty interesting. I can listen to my whole entire life on tapes on that website that I keep up because it's my father's legacy to me. Now, I grew up with my father being a pastor my whole entire life. I got to make sure that I keep it going. All that information that's just in me. So that's what I do, and I try to keep the church like kind of current, and it's just me and him who run the church together. It's a small church in Somerset, Massachusetts, but we just have a nice big website because we started our website in 1997. We were one of the first.
Yeah, it looks like a very good, nice. That's what
We're
really
Grace Ministry.
intrigued
We don't
me.
charge. You look at all of our books. We have like 30-something books, and we have books in Spanish too. And we don't charge for anything. You won't see a price on any of our materials ever.
Yeah, that's what really he drew me in with, showing me that site, and I was just like really interested. But when I
that's not
called,
his.
oh wow, this is something else.
That's my father's.
Another thing I wanted to add as well, as he stated that that your father actually did time for embezzlement.
My father never did time for anything.
As well.
My father never did a day for anything.
Wow. So when did all of this behavior start? Like with him
With
acting
Ryan,
weird
well,
like
he was
this?
kicked out of the Navy when he was always a pathological liar growing up. He was always a liar, and he always wanted to be my father. He always desired to be my father. That and he still does to this day. And I'm telling you, every year he comes around. He tries to get my dad's. He wants to drop something off. He wants to give him something. And we have to, my brothers and I, we have to protect my father from him because as a father, sometimes my father wants to give in, because it's his son. But we have to kind of protect him from that because we know how Ryan is, and you can see how Ryan is. But guys, I'm so overwhelmed with all of this information that my heart is racing.
Oh, it's sad, and I'm so sorry to hear about your dad.
No, I'm telling you,
Prayers.
this is a curse turning into a blessing because we're gonna get this kid and get him out of stop doing whatever he's doing. I just don't know what the first step is. Like, what do I do?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
I would try to figure out some type of way of having him probated or something because he is getting these girls. When I'm sending you all these videos, you're gonna see what's going on.
Yeah.
Can I add briefly, Nikki, if you could, the video I just sent you, forward that to her because that's what we're listening to. But I want
let me do that now.
I want you to hear this part right here. Just this right here.
I see what I feel is when I looked at the women around my father that they come from very vulnerable broken homes.
Okay, so wait, maybe just maybe you might be projecting this. This has nothing to
It's
do
not a
with me and
projection,
everything.
and it's not a projection and not disrespect. But if we're gonna empower,
So why?
Rory Clark?
Huh?
I think I know who he's talking to.
I
think do you know the guy's name that he's talking to?
Nature Boy.
Oh, okay.
Eligio Bishop. Who was the guy you thought he was talking to?
There's this guy. His name's Rory Clark, and he sounded
What's the guy that he had on his panel?
Who's that guy, Rory Clark?
Some guy he had on his panel.
Hold on, Nikki.
What?
Who's Rory Clark?
You did not ordain Rory. He's a pastor that my father would not ordain, actually.
Oh wow. So
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
he's like the one pastor that my father would not ordain. And he is kind of cultish, that guy. But I don't know what Ryan's starting up. You know, he's like out of control. Like
Yeah, because
my mind is going in so many directions right now
I
because.
know, and I'm sorry that
But my biggest
you're
concern is,
experienced this.
do you think someone's not safe? Like, I'm worried about my niece right now.
Well, he's talking and spoke of opening up a queendom for like a shelter for black women.
Oh my God.
See, I knew it.
Do we I think we tell the authorities and the FBI or something because like what the
Because
hell is
he
this kid doing?
we weren't sure because Ryan said he has a connection with the
The
FBI
No,
mob.
he
and
does not.
The
He
mob.
does not. He does not. I need to I definitely, Nikki, you have my information, and I need to see whatever evidence I can have from you guys. Can I give you guys my email?
Yes, if you can forward everything
I
to
have.
Nikki.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got it. I got your email. I'm sending you things now. Just send
Yeah.
it back to me in text, and whoever wanted, I will share it to them.
See,
But
whatever information that anybody have, we're just gonna send it all to Nikki, and she'll just send it to you. Like no one else
okay.
needs your information or your phone number.
I'm gonna call my other brother, and I'm gonna call my husband, and I'm gonna get my husband over here, and I'm going to figure out if we got to call the authorities tonight. You know?
Hi, Samantha.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. I'll be reaching out to you. I was working with your brother for 3 weeks on this Nature Boy case, and during that time I worked with him, there were things that occurred that were disturbing, and so
Okay.
I'm told I can't speak online with you about it, but I will be reaching out to you. So I just wanted to let you know.
Okay.
You see Lex's coming. That's me.
Okay. And Nikki's gonna give you my information, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Did you get the information, Lex? So you need me to send it
I
to
do
you?
have the I don't have her direct email, but I have the one to the church.
Nikki, you
Oh,
can send my text number. You can send my phone number too.
okay. I
Okay.
will do that. I'll
Thank
do
you
that
kindly,
now.
and I'll be talking to you shortly.
Thank you so much. I appreciate this. And I'm
No,
so
thank
sorry.
you.
Okay.
No,
Bye
thank
bye.
you.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
thank you. We appreciate speaking with you. Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
Hey,
All right.
You too, and thank you. And what you do is, wait. I wanted to tell her. I tell her
Nikki.
sometimes when he on here running his shit, I'ma invite her up in here on a different name and let us record that shit.
Hey,
Let her,
Nikki.
yeah.
What you need to do now is
Uh-huh.
end this. End it.
Okay. All
Let it
right.
go. Yeah,
Okay.
let it go. Enjoy your birthday.